Muy buenas a todos y bienvenidos a Call of Cthulhu. Este juego está basado en unos libros de Lovecraft. Es un escritor que se llamaba Philip Lovecraft, algo así, no recuerdo bien el nombre completo. Yo no los he leído y no sabría decir si se apega a lo que viene siendo el libro, pero he visto por ahí que los libros son bastante buenos, son libros de terror. Vamos a ver qué tal está. Capítulo 1. Agencia de investigación de Pierce, Boston 1924. Edward Pierce, veterano de la Primera Guerra Mundial, ahoga sus recuerdos en alcohol y somníferos. Ahora trabaja como detective privado, pero le cuesta encontrar un caso que le despierte de su letargo. Pierce debe encontrar un caso nuevo pronto o se arriesga a perder la licencia. Bueno. Wow. ¿Qué son esos? Son tiburones. Sí, son tiburones. Y no hay nada para agarrar. Sí que hay bastantes tiburones aquí. Ok. Para agacharme. Uno cerrado. Cerrado también. Ok, no lo puedo tomar, necesito iluminarlo. Para recoger un objeto, pulsa E. Ya. Para acá no hay nada, creo. Bueno, aquí está. Ok, es como para abrir. Es para romper las cadenas. Entonces ya podemos abrir. Que como que con eso no se podría romper una cadena. Pero bueno. Ok. Esa voz que se escucha se supone que es de Cthulhu, que dentro del mundo de Lovecraft es como un dios, creo, o algo así. Como dije, no he leído los libros, así que no estoy del todo enterado. Qué ofrenda más putrida. Va. Una horca. What? No te resistas, has sido elegido. Vale, tenemos que correr entonces. Bueno, solo nos indican, ¿no?
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Ole. Vale, todo era un sueño pero como Una vista al futuro, yo creo, o algo así. Agencia de investigación de Pierce. Vale.
I wonder why I still take these things.
¿Por qué seguiré tomando esto? Los médicos me lo recetaron cuando volví de la guerra y me juraron que se acabarían las pesadillas, pero desde hace un tiempo han ido perdiendo efecto. Bueno, medicamento. Por aquí.
I used to be an avid reader.
Yo antes era un lector insaciable. ¿Libro? No, no lo puedo tomar. Esto sí.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend.
Ok, bueno, estos son
Couldn't understand it.
casos cerrados de él como investigador. Vale.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Sí. Un caso más resuelto.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Bueno, esto ya lo vi. ¿Tomaron o no tomaron? No, todavía no. ¿Qué hay aquí? Sí, por favor. Bueno. Hello?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Ok, aquí tenemos la parte de rol. Elocuencia. La elocuencia representa tu capacidad para influir en los demás gracias a tu don de palabra. Estas dos son las que voy a ir subiendo por ahora. Elocuencia, a ver, necesita, ocupó un punto nada más. Ah, ok, nada más va requiriendo de uno en uno. Medicina. A ver, ocultismo creo que también, ¿no? A ver, vamos a estar así.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Ok, a ver, echemos un vistazo primero
A warehouse on Darkwater.
una etiqueta de envío. Es casi legible, pero entiendo parte de la dirección. Almacén 36 Darkwater. El informe policial dice que el fuego empezó en el comedor y se llevó a toda la familia. La policía concluye que fue un accidente doméstico, sin embargo, hacen hincapié en la fragilidad mental de Sarah Hawkins. ¿Por qué? Un reporte de prensa, un artículo sobre el matrimonio de Sarah y Charles Hawkins, un hombre de negocios de la isla de Darkwater, lleva una vida solitaria con su único hijo Simon. Ok, un almacén en Darkwater, boletos de la familia Hawkins, no es mucho. Pintura.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Que
So,
se ve
Mr.
ahí,
Pierce,
se veía un
What do you
niño,
make of these?
un niño
elements?
que lo protegía a la mujer y un hombre que llevaba ahí algo en el pecho. A ver, no sé si, creo que todas podemos elegir cualquiera o todas.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Bien, a ver, veamos.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
El informe policial
You must tell me
habla
if
de
what the police
fragilidad.
suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
A ver.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
¿Dónde vivía Sarah Hawkins?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Y es todo, ¿no? Sí.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater.
Pues sí,
I
viendo
think
el
I've got a book
cuadro,
on the
pues
North
ya
Atlantic.
tiene
I'll
una
no doubt
pinta de
find
algo
some
raro.
information on this island in there.
Pero bueno, vámonos. Creo que aquí ya no hay nada más para tomar ni nada. ¿Qué tenemos que hacer? Partir hacia Darkwater. Pues vámonos. Capítulo 2. Puerto de Darkwater. Pierce toma el caso Hawkins. La artista maldita ha sido acusada de provocar el incendio que mató a su familia, incluida ella. La única pista es una perturbadora pintura que le dejó a su padre. En la etiqueta de envío figura la dirección de un almacén situado en la isla. Este lugar parece ser el punto de partida de la investigación de Pierce. Ok.
Almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Me gusta mucho la ambientación que tiene. Tenemos que ir a hablar con el capitán. Veamos estos que hacen aquí.
Fish.
You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
A ver, eso, mira.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real.
Aquí también está la taberna en la que podemos ir a ver si vemos o encontramos algo.
Hey, be careful.
Algo sabe ella.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Ah, ya, ok, lo siento.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
A ver qué nos interesa. Vámonos con el almacén.
You know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Veamos.
That'll
Yo
be
me
all.
voy a ver qué pasa. Quiero ir a ver a esta de acá, que supongo que algo tiene que ver con la historia.
What you looking at, stranger?
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger.
Oh, de qué
I told you to
cortante.
beat it.
Pues me cortó bastante rápido, A ver, estos.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got. That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
El fin
What
de la
brought
era de
whaling
los
to an end?
balleneros.
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
¿Qué
I've never
canción
heard
es
this song
esa?
before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Bueno,
I bid you
vamos.
farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
A ver, este también.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Bueno, este está inmerso en su lectura y no nos hace caso.
The miraculous catch.
Ok, es el
Apparently,
artículo de la
the most
pesca
significant
milagrosa.
event of the last 80 years.
El Escila regresa a puerto para salvar Darkwater del hambre. Habíamos perdido la esperanza. La tripulación del Escila, o lo que queda de ella, retornó al puerto de Darkwater la tarde del martes. Los lugareños acudieron a la carrera a los muelles para dar la bienvenida al último ballenero de la isla y quedaron estupefactos al contemplar la asombrosa captura que la valiente embarcación traía a bordo. El cetáceo, superior en tamaño incluso en las formidables ballenas dentadas, llenaba toda la cubierta hasta el punto de rebosar en parte por las bordas, lo que explica perfectamente el apelativo por el que ya se le conoce, la pesca milagrosa. Los supervivientes relataron una aterradora historia sobre su peligrosa travesía, pero también contaron las excelencias de la carne de la criatura, inigualable por su calidad y sus innumerables beneficios en materia de nutrición. Es indudable que el extraordinario tamaño de la ballena permitía alimentar a muchos de los habitantes de Darkwater y pondrá fin a la hambruna que padecía la isla. A ver, aquí hay más. Almacén en alquiler. El señor Moore pone su almacén en alquiler a partir de junio para actividades plaqueadas como periódico favorito, ir a visitar. Okay. Bueno, aquí estos ya no. Bueno, ahora tenemos que ir a ver al capitán Fitzroy. Y ese creo que está aquí.
Broken.
No sirve.
This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say.
Capitán, los términos de nuestro acuerdo están bien claros. Mantener a sus hombres bajo control. Provocarnos es un lujo que no puede usted permitirse. No hace falta que responda a este mensaje. Limítese a pagar a su portador. Cat. ¿Quién sabe quién es esa Cat o Cat? Si es un hombre o mujer, no sé.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Bueno.
These manifests are signed by Charles
Solo
Hawkins.
unas pocas fechas son
That's all I'll
legibles
get from
aún. 1890, 1907 y una última medio borrada. El resto del documento está tachado. ¿Quién tendría interés en ocultar esta información? No lo sé. Ahora tenemos que ir a hablar con el capitán
The Scylla.
de nuevo.
It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
¿Qué hay aquí?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Oye, pues sí se parece al capitán, ¿eh? Pero el capitán actual no tiene una pierna así. No tiene una
What a
pierna de
macabre
palo.
souvenir.
Sí, puede ser su gemelo. ¿Dónde está el capitán? Ah, ok, aquí está.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Sus documentos son ilegibles.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Charles Hawkins. Pensé que le a ver, vamos.
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Pues sí, ya vamos
I'm
a
looking for
preguntarle por el
Warehouse
almacén.
36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
No tengo ni idea.
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Vámonos así.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Vámonos. A ver, era hacia allá, pero no sé si por aquí podemos pasar. O era ese o es este de acá.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you
No, aquí no es por
I bet that you hit them.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Vale, pues la cat o el cat creo que es de los malos de aquí. Veamos qué más. ¿Qué nos dirán estos?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of
San
this saint.
Brandon.
Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron
Brandon.
saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
This cat you mentioned. Is she their boss?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Bueno, a ver,
I've
vamos.
taken enough of your time.
Pues parece
See
que
you later.
Kat sí es una mujer. ¿No será la que estaba en la taberna? Podría ser ella.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Ok. Pues parece ser que no voy a poder entrar al almacén. Sobre todo porque está bloqueado por todas partes. Ok. Pues aquí estaba la entrada. Creo que esta es la entrada del almacén también, ¿no? La habilidad de percepción te permite... Ya, ok, ya no leí. Ya no alcancé a leer, pero... No, eso no.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Bueno, debo de subir, creo, para mover eso. Sí.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Ok, tenemos que buscar las piezas para poder mover la reja que está en el suelo.
Nice. Exactly what I need. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle. Ugh.
Bueno, ya abrimos ahí. Vamos a ver ahora que si nos lleva al almacén. Joder, bájate. Ok, ahí está ya. ¿Qué pasa? Es tóxico lo que hay aquí, creo que nos está haciendo daño.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Pues supongo que sí debe de ser tóxico. Sí, pero... Uy. Carajo. Era solo una ilusión. Como que parecía muy real.
This is primitive.
Del ocultismo. Es para la habilidad de la... ¿No había nada? No. Ah, ok, aquí ya salimos al almacén. La entrada del almacén. Aquí subió.
Ugh, this
entramos,
place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Ok, podemos reconstruir la escena.
What happened here?
Se pegó al espejo y lo rompió. ¿Qué más?
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Vamos.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Ok. Para salir de la reconstrucción. Aquí ya no hay nada más.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is
Ya nos
has
van a
something to tell
encontrar.
me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
A ver.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
Joder.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? Now open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker.
Es la que estaba
Clear
en la
the passage or
caverna.
I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Hasta aquí llegamos por ahora. Vamos a ver en el próximo capítulo qué es lo que nos prepara la mansión. Si te ha gustado el gameplay, dale like, no olvides suscribirte al canal y nos vemos en el próximo. Hasta luego.